Hi, I'm Sue Wenger.
And I'm Kelly Dowd. Welcome to our talk about nature journaling. At the end, we want you to be so inspired that you run out and start nature journaling with your kids today. And to set you up for success, we've created a bunch of free nature education resources for you. You can grab them in the swag bag, of course, or we've even dropped all of the direct links in the PDF below this video. What a time saver, right? A little bit about me. I'm a homeschooling mom of three teenagers and young adults, a credentialed K 8 teacher in 3 states, and a homeschool evaluator for the state of Pennsylvania. I've been a teacher in one form or another for about 25 years, and I've been working with Sue for a decade. That's a really long time, teaching math and science in person to the homeschooling community in our area. After accidentally learning a lot about online education over the past 3 years, Sue and I decided to share our expertise with other homeschooling parents, getting kids outside learning hands on science by founding the Field Trip Academy.
And hi, I'm Sue Wenger, and I'm a certified middle and high school teacher, and also have done research in the subject of biology. I've been teaching for over 30 years and facilitating homeschoolers for over 20 years of them, and I've loved them all. Now, one of our favorite go tos when we go outside is nature journaling. You might know it as a way to write and draw about nature, but did you know that it has benefits that go way beyond just that? Well, we're here to share with you 10 unexpected ways nature journaling will make your life easier as a homeschool mom, get your kids excited to go outside, and meet their individual learning needs.
If you stick with us for the whole talk, we'll tell you how to get a discount on our new Science Field Trip membership exclusively for Summit attendees. Let's get started. Reason number one, nature journals are super portable and convenient. I'm sure you've been on a field trip somewhere and then bam, there's a handout that needs to be completed. That always turns out to be a hot mess, am I right? There's never enough pencils, pens, or coloring stuff to go around, and there's nowhere to put the paper on to write it on it well. Inevitably, there's mud or water that soaks that paper and ruins it completely, or even sometimes I've had the wind blow it away, never to be seen again. Our solution has been a 5 by 8 inch nature journal with blank pages. These guys are spiral bound and you can flip pages easily. If you throw in a standard sized clipboard into your bag as well, there's always going to be a wonderful, sturdy work surface to write on. Nature journals fit easily into most bags you'd be carrying around anyway, like a tote, backpack, or a diaper bag. They are perfect for portable and convenient use.
Reason number two is it is inexpensive. We're all looking for ways to stay within our budget, and sometimes science requires fancy equipment, but not so with nature journaling. That little 50-page 5 by 8 nature journal that Kelly showed you, well, it's only $3 on Amazon. Beyond the journal, you also only need a few basic supplies: a pen, pencil, colored pencils, and clipboard, and maybe a small watercolor set. Therefore, your total cost could be as low as $0. Or if you had to purchase everything new, maybe $10 or $15. Also, if you want a list of our go to nature journaling supplies, plus all of our must haves for field trips, check out our freebie Backpack Essentials. It's linked in the PDF below or grab it in the swag bag.
Reason number three, nature journals help keep you and your kids' work organized. Organization of my kids' work has always been a challenge for me as a homeschooling family with 3 kids, and I bet it's a challenge for at least some of you too. Inevitably, we spend a bunch of time looking through piles of curriculum, work samples, and notebooks to find that very specific thing we're looking for to do our work. Over the years, I've developed strategies to minimize the organizational chaos, and nature journaling just might be my favorite. Here's why. Everything is in one place, and you only have to keep track of one thing for field trips, for the kids' work, all year. If you take the suggestions in our Backpack Essentials Guide, you'll probably keep your nature journal in a designated location in your backpack so it's always accessible. No more searching. And incidentally, if you live in a state that requires student work samples or a portfolio review, there is nothing easier than being able to pull samples from different points of the year from your nature journals because all of the entries are dated and in chronological order. Mind blown.
Reason number four is it fits into a wide variety of science and nature activities. I love when I can find homeschooling activities that are not once and done. We are busy people, and as moms and educators, we want to streamline our planning. Nature journaling helps us do that because you can use it in so many different settings. Let me illustrate this with a couple of examples. Here's a nature journal entry from a field trip centered around a community science project. It's called Cherry Blossom Burst, where you track a cherry tree as it goes from budding to blooming to fruiting. Here's one page that combines field notes, questions, and a drawing. Nature journaling and community science projects often go hand in hand. We are big into community science at the Field Trip Academy. The projects involve collecting real world data and reporting it. It is great for homeschoolers. To learn more, take a look at our community science freebie. You can grab it in the swag bag, or there's a direct link to it in the PDF below. Here's another example from our module on fireflies. It combines both a small colored sketch and some thoughts about watching fireflies when the neighbor's lights were too bright. At the Field Trip Academy, we love to incorporate nature journaling into every field trip. To help guide us when we're out there, we like to just provide directed prompts like this one. For example, the Fall Leaves Nature Journal Guide. Two options are given. You just glue them into the prompts, into the nature journal, and use it on the trip. From cherry buds to fireflies to fall leaves, you can use nature journaling as part of your learning.
Reason number 5, nature journaling can help you take full advantage of spontaneous learning opportunities. One thing that's consistent about homeschooling is that nothing is really consistent, right? Plans get canceled, the weather changes, and you need to get outside, or maybe you stumble on something really interesting when you're out and about. Maybe you just want to turn that regularly scheduled homeschool hangout by the creek into more of an educational experience, especially for your teenagers. Well, as long as you have your nature journal and backpack essentials, you can turn anything into a chance to reflect, write, draw, and record what you learn naturally while out in the world. Of course, if you prefer to have someone else plan easy to implement opportunities to use your nature journal during outdoor field trips, we've got you covered. In our science field trip membership, we do the thinking and planning for you all year round. Every month, we give you step by step videos and downloadables for taking a field trip or doing some nature journaling and learning more about interesting topics such as plants, birds, macroinvertebrates, and the night sky. We help make things super easy for moms like you. We even have a dedicated member community where we offer continued support whenever you need it. You can click on the banner below this video if you want to learn more about it. Now, back to those spontaneous nature journaling opportunities. We've created a PDF for you that gives you a few general prompts to use this summer whenever you want to include nature journaling into your homeschool. Simply download it from the swag bag or from the link below and cut and paste it into the front cover of your journal, and you'll be good to go.
Reason number six is it is well suited for multiple learning styles. We know that each of our children is unique in how they acquire knowledge and apply skills, the so called multiple intelligence, right? But it's sometimes hard to plan for our kids when they have these different ways of learning. Does our activity really suit their strengths? And how do we meet the needs of all of our kids? Well, nature journaling is an excellent way to meet their needs and therefore get them excited about learning. Let me give you some examples. For your kinesthetic kids who like to move around and handle things, you could ask them briefly to describe step by step what they saw when they were doing something, like pulling apart the grass or the parts of a flower. For your kids who like logic and numbers, They can do measurements and create data tables. And for your visual learners, they can sketch and draw. Verbal learners, they can write their observations or tell a story. So, the beauty of it is that all of your learners can be in the same place, doing the same activity, yet learning through different means.
Reason number 7, nature journals are easily scalable for different ages and abilities. When you have children of multiple ages to homeschool, it can be really hard to figure out how to meet all of their learning needs at the same time. I'm sure we've all felt the strain of juggling multiple curriculums for the same subject and really wished for ways to make it all just that little bit easier. Nature journaling is great because although everybody does the same thing, making an entry in their journal, not everybody has to have the same outcome or expectations. Take the way we use nature journals in our Backyard Birds module for learners of varied ages and stages. A kindergartner might draw a basic bird and try to label the body parts with invented spelling, and then, make some tally marks for the total number of birds they see at the bird feeder. An older elementary age student might also capture some more writing. Which birds did they see? And make a list of bird names. Maybe they'll even do some research about this. Now, a middle schooler or high schooler might draw a detailed bird or birds, list the scientific names of all the birds they found, and then use an app like eBird to actually submit that data to a scientific database. Everybody's doing work in a nature journal about bird observations, but each person is challenged to work at their specific level. Even better, everybody can share their journal entries and observations with each other because they were all looking at the same thing.
Reason number 8, it can be a springboard for other activities at home. Planning a field trip takes a lot of effort. You want to get the most out of it that you can, but sometimes it's all you can do is to get to your planned location, do an activity, grab some lunch, and then return. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to extend the learning at home? Well, nature journaling can be a springboard for doing that. For example, in our macroinvertebrates unit, learners keep track of critters they see in the stream and they put it into a data table. Then, when they get home, they can then use that data to make a bar graph or a calculation. Or in our shell module, they might pick up shells and wonder what lives in here or why does it have whorls? They can immediately capture the questions in their nature journal, but then when they go home, they can then follow up and do further research to answer their own questions. Tying the field trip with home activities will broaden and deepen their learning. Now, if you don't want to have to plan the extension activities, we're here to help you at the Field Trip Academy. In every one of our modules, we include interesting at home activities that take your children's learning to the next level. Cooperative games, experiments, building projects, thought questions, and more. They can therefore build on the work that they have been doing in their nature journal.
Reason number 9, you can have a nature journal too. One of the benefits of homeschooling, at least for us, is that we get to go on all of these really cool field trips with our kids, right? But how often do we get to actually do the same activity as our kids and really do it with the intention of learning on alongside of our kids? Well, with nature journaling, you totally can, and it's easy. So buy yourself your own nature journal and set the intention of working alongside your kids when they do nature journaling as a part of their homeschool day. You'll be modeling curiosity, careful observation, and demonstrating that even you, the parent, are learning new things when you do your nature journal. You're also modeling that it's okay to start with whatever skills you have to nature journal. I'm not an artist, but I draw anyway, and usually the kids I teach are better than me at it. The best part is it's actually fun. Nature journaling is not just for kids, it's for you too. So get out there and give it a try.
Reason number 10, it can help promote emotional well being. Does it ever feel like your family is moving too fast from one activity to another? That you're all sucked up into the noise and distraction of cell phones and social media? Nature Journal is a wonderful antidote to our busy and chaotic lives. Through it, you can help your child practice how to be quiet and still, how to take in the sounds, the sights, and the smells, of nature. Pay attention to little things, capture it through words, pictures, and numbers. So consider nature journaling as a tool for even your child's well being. Not too long ago, I asked a group of homeschooling kids to go out with me in nature and just journal whatever they wanted to. I was amazed when one teen came back and said to me that how it had really helped her to slow down and reduce her anxiety. Just another benefit of this practice.
So there you have it, our top 10 unexpected reasons why you should nature journal in your homeschool this year. Grab the PDF below so you can remember about what we chatted today. We've also got 3 awesome freebies for you: a slew of summertime nature journaling prompts, a backpack essentials guide for nature education, and 9 community science projects that you can do with your kids throughout the school year. You can grab those in the swag bag, or we've also linked them in the PDF below. If you're curious about joining us as a founding member of our science field trip community, we're offering exclusive pricing and early access to you through July 1st. Click on the banner below to learn more. And thanks for watching.